Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel. We love talking about new albums here, new releases. That's what Sea of Tranquility has always been all about, right? That's why we started the magazine, the webzine, way back when. That's really why I started this channel back, 9 years ago. Although we do lots of other things here on Sea of Tranquility, the heart of the channel is always about promoting new music from either new or existing or classic bands, right? That's what it's all about. So today we've got another one from the great ripplemusic. Of course, this is the label that puts out all sorts of fun releases from bands that do this kind of stoner, doom, psych thing, right? Ripplemusic, heavy psych sounds, small stone, Stickman. I mean, there's so many labels that, El Pariso, that promote this type of music. So, and of course, we started the new show on the channel. It's all about the fuzz, which is going to talk about this kind of music, but I like to get some reviews in when I can. We'll be doing like a feature on ripplemusic in the months to come on the channel, but for today, the second of two new releases from ripplemusic. This is a UK band. This is their third release, but their first full length. They have two prior EPs. This is the last in a trilogy about a time or space traveling cowboy. Duskwood is the name of the band. The Last Voyage is the new release. And it's a four-piece band. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a second here. The band features Liam Tinsley on lead vocals, Greg Watts on guitar, Aaron Tinsley on bass, and Hugh Landon on drums. And this follows The Lost Tales, which came out in 2020, I believe. And that follows The Long Dark, which came out in 2019. Both well received, but both just EPs, right? But you have the three releases that tell this kind of tale of the space traveling guy. Again, the band, stoner band. Right, lots of psych elements in this band. I wouldn't really, not much, if any, doom in the music of this band, Duskwood. Maybe bits here and there. More kind of like desert rock and stoner and psych. That's kind of what I get. There's one song on here that has a little bit of Sabbath-type riffing, but for the most part, if you like Caius and Clutch, and maybe, and again, it's funny because I was doing some research on this band, and I'm hearing this stuff when I'm listening to this album, and I'm thinking, boy, nobody's mentioning this, but I hear like a very psychedelic Alice in Chains on this album quite a bit. Maybe it's the vocals, maybe it's the inflection of the vocals, I'm not really sure, but there's also like this kind of moodiness to the music, which I think reminds me of Alice in Chains. But yeah, certainly Caius, certainly bits of Clutch, especially the faster paced songs, and there's tons and tons of groove on this album. Really, really good. This is, for the most part, it's a pretty fast paced album with lots of up-tempo, groovy, heavy rockers that I think folks watching the channel are going to really dig. Some of the songs my favorite song on the album is actually the last song on the album, which is called Legacy. That is a really moody, kind of trippy, Sabbathy type piece. Just absolutely love it. The riffs are great. Lots of smoking guitar solos in it. And I love the vocals. I think his voice is just absolutely terrific. He kind of reminds me, like I said, a little bit of Lane Staley and a little bit of Mike Patton at times from Faith No More. Very, very cool singer, and it really works with this stuff. It jumps right off the bat with Vagrant. Excellent song. Gammon Lord is terrific. I really like Skyriders. You can maybe hear a little bit of the Sword in this music, latter period Sword, a little bit. Maybe definitely a little bit heavier than the last couple Sword albums, but maybe that kind of mid-period Sword. I get a little bit of that, especially the way the guitar solos are laid out and stuff, but definitely really good, up-tempo, groovy, spacey, trippy stuff going on here. I like when these bands do this kind of like, stoner, doom, space rock, psych collision where you have all these things going on, and it's just really trippy music, but good headbanging music as well. And Death Proof is another great track on here. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. This is loads of fun. You can find the band, go to their Bandcamp page, which is Duskwood duskwood.bandcamp.com, duskwood.bandcamp.com. There you can find information about this album as well as the other two EPs, but more importantly, go over to Ripple Music and check out their roster of artists. They also have a Bandcamp page where you can purchase all sorts of stuff there, as well as the great thing about some of these labels that they do. They have their own Bandcamp pages, is that they'll list all the releases on there. You can actually go in and kind of pre-listen to everything before you decide whether you want to buy it or not. That's the great thing about Bandcamp. Bandcamp is just awesome. So I know for a lot of this stuff that I've been buying, specifically like this kind of stoner stuff that I've been buying to kind of fuel doing the show in the months ahead, is I've basically done most of my experimenting and listening on the Bandcamp pages, which helped me make a decision on which ones I want to kind of bring in to get my start on some of these bands that I haven't listened to prior, because there's just so many of them. Even though like I have like odds and ends from all these labels that I've gotten over the last bunch of years, when you look at the sheer number of them, there's really not all that many that I had. So it's like, all right, it's time to investigate some of this newer stuff. So yeah, great stuff. So Duskwood, The Last Voyage. I believe the official release date of this is the 12th. So that would be this week. So yeah, go check it out. Like I said, go right over to the Bandcamp page. You got information there, as well as on Ripple Music, and investigate. I actually, like I said, I was able to get the CD before what looks like the official release date. So you probably can order this now, and they'll ship it out to you. So yeah, check it out. Very cool band. Easy 4 out of 5 star. This is quite enjoyable. Like this a lot. If you like the more up-tempo stoner stuff, I think you'll dig this. And like I said, plenty of psych elements, and I really dig the cover artwork. And if you see the artwork of their 2 EPs that came before this, really, really special looking stuff. So yeah, check it out. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page down below for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon. Please hit the like button before you leave as well, and we should have another, maybe 1 or 2 reviews for you here today. So stay tuned. Until then, I am Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.